Hello and welcome to the fifth round of the American F1 series on F1 2020. I'm Tom Cairns in the commentary box, and qualifying is about to get underway here at the Silverstone circuit in Northamptonshire, and this could prove to be an absolutely thrilling event here at the British circuit. You can see the pit complex, the Hamilton Straight, named after the seven-time world champion Sir Lewis Hamilton, I should say. And with these drivers raring to go for qualifying, we'll find out who will be the fastest to make up the grid for today's race. You can see it's raining, it's pouring down onto the circuit here, so that could prove to be an even bigger challenge for the drivers. And looking at the championship standings, Gamer James 06 in the McLaren, leading the way by 5 points over Radicon. Then it's Switchback 37, formerly known as Noisy Boy, in the Alfa Romeo. He's third position, 14 points off the top. And it's Ben McEwen with a race win to his name, next behind in fourth on 45 points, so 22 points off the top. Stoke Bloke in fifth on 35 points, and he's 32 points off the top. He's been in good form so far this season. And just a quick rundown in terms of replacements for this race. Game for Life 09 in place of the full-time driver that is Primitive 29 in the Renault. You can see some drivers starting to go out there on their outlaps. Here is Karim ZL07 in the McLaren, looking to find grip anywhere possible. Now, I don't know what the weather forecast is for the whole session. It'd be interesting to find out what that will be. And so we've got another driver who's joined in the lobby. You can see Karim ZL07 beginning, about to prepare for his first time lap. And Game for Life 09, who lost it coming out of the last corner, is beginning his lap now. And he spins out of control there, and has gone into the barrier, and that's his lap compromised massively. So here's Karim ZL07 beginning his fast lap. Hopefully he can go through far better than Game for Life. Just advised him as he came back onto the circuit. And stay on board with Karim, and it's been an incident in the last corner, but it's been cleared very quickly. So here's the McLaren of Karim through Luffield and onto Woodcote. It didn't get the best cornering exit. You need to get good acceleration and good grip coming off Luffield. Onto the old pit straight, taking it cautiously through Cops. And here's a grueling Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel complex, and someone's gone for a spin as well. One of the Renaults has gone for a spin, and Game for Life 09 has spun again, and he's really struggling for grip there. And another spin now. Disimpi's gone for a spin. He'll catch up on Karim. And Bishop's Finger has been disqualified from the session for going round the wrong way on the circuit, so he won't be setting a time. There's Karim ZL over the line, supposed to 1:43.4, so that's the benchmark there. And Ben McEwen goes a lot faster in the Williams on 1:39.8. Who else is on a fast lap? So Gamer James 06 has gone a tenth slower. He's in second place. Here's White Strikes 93. He goes over the line. Only fourth quickest. Denmark 166. Next to cross the line in the Renault. And he goes quickest on a 39.0. So it's a good time there from Denmark. Stoke Bloke in the Ferrari is next. Past Vale and through Club. Onto the start finish straight. He'll go fourth quickest there in the Ferrari. And Shift Gifty 15 is the only driver, or one of the only drivers on the fast lap. Here's Karim ZL07, aiming to go better on his lap. 1:43.4 is not going to be quick enough to get high up the grid, so he'll need to go quicker than before. He used up a lot of his ERS on this lap, so he's going to need a fast exit here at Club. And he goes quicker than before, stays fifth fastest. Shift 50-15, the Israeli. And Gamer James 06 has gone fastest on the intermediate compound now. So perhaps the intermediate is the tyre to be on at this stage. With 11.5 minutes to go. Shift 50-15 over the line and go sixth fastest on a 1:44.6. So Gamer James 06 B2 continuing to set timings on the intermediates. So let's just find out who is on whatever tyre, because Gamer James V2 seems to be on the right tyres at the right time here. It just hopes to not burn them out too soon. Through Cops now. Let's see who else is on a flying lap other than him. Here's Tilwick 14, who's still on the wet compound. He'll need to go into the pits very soon for a change of intermediates. And Gamer Jones 06 V2 has lost time in that last part of the lap. Someone's had a moment down at the village here. It looks like Ray E46 has gone for a spin into the gravel trap. He won't be improving his time there. Gamer James 06 comes back into the pits. Now here's Switchback 37 in the Alfa Romeo, with Monkey Mafia right behind him. So we've got two drivers on fast laps here, nose to tail. Switchback 37, race winner from last time out in Austria a week ago. So coming through Maggots and Beckett's. I wonder how much of his ERS he's going to use on the straight here. And he's quickest of anyone in Sector 2. So we could see the fastest time overall. At the moment it's Gamer Jones 06 that's fastest, and a little twitch there for Switchback 37. Goes in too deep there into Club, and that's going to compromise his exit coming onto the start finish straight. Over the line he goes, and he goes 4th quickest. The Alfa Romeo behind him, Monkey Mafia 99, goes 6th fastest on a 41.6. So Disimpi, fastest of anyone in Sector 1 on the wet compound. You can see there the Haas of B Natty Natter getting out of the way. Disimpi going through Cops. And Game for Life has gone for another spin now. He's had a nightmare of a session so far. Now he's got to be careful because with cars on flying laps, he doesn't want to be impeding them. Here's Quasinada 67. Was in the last event in Austria. Acid Masters took his place. Did rather well actually. Quasinada 67 hoping for a better performance than his last outing in Canada. And he goes 7th fastest on a 41.9. Disimpi crossed the line to go 9th fastest on a 42.5. But he goes for a spin into the gravel, into the barrier. And he's wrecked his front wing there. V46 has exceeded the track limits again. And Gummers Indu, the Spaniard, goes for a spin at Club. Denmark 166. Trying to go quicker. Ben McEwen is on a much better lap here in the Williams. What can he clock up as the minutes tick down? And he goes fastest on a 37.6. And that's a great lap time there for Ben McEwen. He goes to provisional pole position. Denmark 166 has gone fastest of anyone in Sector 1. So he could be in the frame here for pole. So Denmark 166. So far this season, he missed the first race in Bahrain. Since then, he has an 8th, a 5th and a 10th place in the other races. 8th in the championship overall. And he's gone fastest of anyone in Sector 2, so clearly the track is getting faster as the session goes on. Denmark 166 looking to go quickest as Quasinada 67 goes to 5th position on a 40.9 on the wet compound tyres. But the intermediates are surely the tyres to be on right now. So Denmark 166 over the line, and he goes 2nd fastest. He lost time in the last sector, did Denmark, but it's a much better lap nevertheless. Disimpi, and there's White Stripes going for a spin on the exit of Cops. He manages to get going again. So week 14 on his outlive, he's on the intermediates, as he's Ray E46, B Natty Natter, and Game for Life 09. Game James 06 has had his time invalidated there. Stoke Bloke on a quicker lap than before, and he's, by the looks of things, still on the wet compound tyres. So he's still able to find grip on those, but surely he must consider coming into the pits for intermediates. So he's done what 166 faster than before in the first sector. Fastest of anyone in Sector 2. Coming through Stowe now. Through Vale. And into Club. Good entry. Can he get the exit he needs? His Denmark 166 over the line. This could be provisional pole, you know, and it is a 1 minute 30 flat. So the Renault driver on provisional pole position. Ben McEwen's still in the pits and he will need to go back out again if he wants to get pole. Gamer James 06 has had his lap time invalidated again. And Stokebloke goes 6th fastest on a 1:41.1. Tilwick 14 is also on a flying lap by the looks of things. But he's had his time invalidated. He doesn't want to be holding up Gunners Indu though, because he's on a flying lap. Gets out of the way, thankfully. And Gunners Indu has gone fastest of anyone in Sector 2, so we'll stay on board with him. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this qualifying session. Gunners Indu goes wide, backs out of it a little bit to make sure he doesn't exceed track limits and have his time chalked off. And try to get on the power too early there. Goes 10 faster than a 42.6, but he has lost time there. And the I think Monkey Mafia, I think there was another car that went over the line behind him actually. Might have been Tilwick, who's gone 13th quickest on a 45.7. Nowhere near quick enough. So Ray E46 in the Red Bull. What can he come up with here? Round club, and he may go to the top 5 here, and he goes 3rd quickest. That's a great lap there from Ray E46. 1.2 seconds off the pace, but he is on the 2nd row. Switchback 37 in the Alfa Romeo. There's a couple of cars ahead of him that is just finishing their laps. B Natty Natty goes 10th quickest. Game for Life about to complete his first time lap, and he goes on a 42.9, but I'm not sure. I think his time may have been invalidated there. And Switchback 46 has gone for a spin into the barrier, and that's his lap ruined there. I think Game for Life is retired from the session actually. He stopped out on the circuit, and Ben McEwen goes to 2nd quickest. I think he's better this time actually, or he started another flying lap. Monkey Mafia 99 in the Alfa Romeo, fastest of anyone in Sector 1. That's a very good start to his lap. And I think this will be his last one as well. He may be able to get over the line before the checker flag falls. Here's DeSimpi on a flying lap. There's a yellow flag there, the Ferrari of might have been Shippy Gifty 15, or Stokebloke that's just getting out of the way of him. And there's another Ferrari who's stopped there as well, Shippy Gifty 50, I think it is. There he is, look. So DeSimpi over the line to go 8th quickest on a 39.2. Here's Ben McEwen on a fast lap himself, but here's Monkey Mafia 99. Through club now, over the line on the Hamilton straight to go 4th quickest on a 39.7, but we've got Ben McEwen who's on a faster lap than before. The checker flag has fallen. Ben McEwen can complete his lap, and he goes to pole position on a 36.3. That's a very, very good lap time there from Ben McEwen, who goes to pole position. Can anyone beat it? Radicon won't, because his time's been invalidated. Monkey Mafia has got time to go again, although he has lost time being stopped behind other cars there, so it doesn't look as though he will be going quicker. Quasinada 67 has gone 3rd fastest on a 37.4, so great lap time by the Racing Point driver. So Ray E46, fastest of anyone in Sector 2. Gaming James 06, the championship leader, is down in 8th place. He wasn't able to improve in the McLaren. But Ray E46 coming through Vale and into club. Over the line he comes, and goes third fastest on a 37.1, so good lap time there by the Red Bull driver. Simpy's not on the fast lap. Karim's time has been invalidated. And Shifty Gifty 15's not on the fast lap either, so it's pole position for Ben McEwen for the third round running in the Williams. A good lap time from him. Home race, of course, from the Brit. Can he convert that pole position into the race victory? He could do the race win to enhance his chances of catching the likes of Gamer James, Radicon, and Switchback 37 in the title race. So very well done there to Ben McEwen. He'll start on pole position. Denmark 166 will line up on the front row next to him. It's Ray 46 and Quasinardi 67 on row 2, Radicon and Monkey Mafia on row 3, White Stripes and Gamer James 06 on row 4, Desimpy and Switchback 37 on row 5, Stoke Bloke and Binati Natter on row 6, Karim ZL07 and Gummers Indu on row 7, as I was going to say, Stoke Bloke and Binati Natter on row 6, Karim and Gummers Indu on row 7, Tilwick 14 and Shifty Gifty 15 on row 8, Game for Life 09 didn't set a time. Bishop's Finger 1 was disqualified from the session earlier on. Those two will be on the 9th and final row. So Ben McEwen will be delighted to be on pole. What will the weather bring for the race? We'll find out soon enough. You can see that Switchback 37 didn't set a time on the intermediates actually. Had he done so, or had he set that fast time on the intermediates, had he not made that mistake on the exit of club, he may well have been in the top 5. But we'll soon find out later on. It's a 26 lap race, 50% race distance. I've got a feeling we're going to be in for a cracker of a Grand Prix. Hopefully not too many penalties. There are a considerable number of areas where drivers can pick up time penalties for exceeding the track limits. Now, if the weather's going to be wet, that's going to throw another challenge into the mix, especially when these drivers are on full tanks of fuel. So we're just waiting for the race to begin. The drivers are in the middle of sorting out their race strategies. So not long to go now before the formation that begins for the drivers. It does look as though the conditions are sunny and dry, so we are expecting a dry race. The Heretic 3 has joined as well, so he probably is going to be the 19th driver to join the grid. So you can see that the drivers beginning their formation. Now let's have a look and see what compounds each of the drivers are on. So Ben McEwen, Denmark 166, Monkey Mafia, Gamer James 06, Desimpy and Stoke Blake are on the mediums. The rest are on softs. So it does look as though that the drivers are going in for a dry race. Now, as far as the championship is concerned in the constructors' standings, Mercedes are leading with 88 points. Now, in case you're wondering who are the Mercedes drivers in this, they are Radicon and Gummers Indu. McLaren are second with 68, so they're 20 points off the top. The drivers in the race are Gamer James 06 and Karim ZL07. Then it's Alfa Romeo in third on 65. They are Monkey Mafia and Switchback 37. Williams are fourth on 59. Ben McEwen is in one of the seats, the other is Bishop's Finger 1. So 19 drivers are on the grid. A couple of saying that they've disqualified from the session, but they've been taken straight to the grid anyway. So Ben McEwen will lead the drivers onto the grid for the start of the British Grand Prix, round 5 of the American F1 series. I'm Tom Cairns in the commentary box, giving you the details during today's event. So Ben McEwen will lead the cars onto the grid, coming through Vale and through Club. Ben McEwen will back the pack up, and will lead them onto the grid. You see there the Mercedes of Gummers India and Shifty Gifty 15 taking their grid positions already. Everyone is on the grid now, just waiting for Game for Life to take his position. Everyone's in position then. When the 5 lights go out, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone will be underway. Lights out, and away we go. Ben McEwen gets off the line well, as does Denmark 166. Ray E46 has made an even better start though, and he's going to get the jump on Denmark into second place behind Ben McEwen. So it's a great start for him. Denmark 166 has dropped behind Radicon, and the drivers are coming through the loop now, and Ben McEwen is away in the lead on the mediums. Ray E46 is second, followed by Radicon. Denmark, White Stripes, Quasinada 67's dropped back. Switchback 37's made up a few places. Gamer Jones 06 is still in the same position as he was on the grid. Monkey Mafia and DeSimpi round out the top 10. But it looks though all the drivers have got through the first sector cleanly, and Ben McEwen has got the start he needed, as he did so in Canada and in Austria. Ray E46 made an even better start from second place on the soft compound. He's using that to his advantage, as is Radicon. So it's a great start from the top 3 drivers, and Denmark 166 not getting off the line cleanly there. So just having a look at who has gained what so far. So in terms of position change, 50-15, the first driver to be given a time penalty for multiple warnings. He's gone for a spin as well. And yeah, there he is, look, he's gone for a spin in the Ferrari. So in terms of who has made gains on the grid, Switchback 37 has made up 5 positions from his starting position. The Heretic 3, who didn't take part in qualifying, has made up 7 positions from his starting position. So he's made up ground as well. I think White Stripes has gone for a spin somewhere. He's at the back of the field. So the race is going on at the moment. So Ben McEwen in the lead. Ray E46 is in second place. It's saying that B Natty Natter's in the lead, but he's not actually in the lead. Ray E46 is in fact in second place. So just waiting for the timing graphic to update. There we go now. So Shift Gifty 15 has got 2 penalties to his name now. He's got 6 seconds worth of time penalty. The AlphaTauris are at the back of the field there. You can see DeSimpi's gone for a spin. He's fallen so far behind there. So just waiting for the field to filter through Maggots and Beckett. So you can see Quasinada 67 has exceeded the track limits too many times now. So he's got 3 seconds worth of time penalty that's going to be added. Gummers India's got another 3 seconds. No DRS for the first 2 laps of the event. You can see B Natty Natter, Vicious Finger, Tilwick 14 and Gummers India having their own battle there. And Game for Life has gone for a spin on the exit of Chapel. So he's got his work cut out already. Ben McEwen continuing to lead. He's out of DRS range, which is good news for him. Ray E46 is under pressure though from Radicon and Switchback 37. So we'll stay with this group of cars. Radicon right behind Ray E46, Switchback 37. Not quite getting the exit speed that he needed, but he's going to have DRS, as is Radicon. So side by side into Brooklands. And Radicon is down the inside and into second place. That's a good move there from the Mercedes driver. But Ray E46 is going to come back for more. But I think Radicon's going to have the upper hand on the exit of Luffield and through Woodcote. Or is he? Because Ray E46 is down the inside once again. He could have the high ground into Cox Corner. And the Red Bull driver is back ahead. This battle is still going on, and Radicon getting the slingshot back into second place. There is the Mercedes driver, so he's made up ground there. Switchback 37 in 4th position. Now with DRS, he's going to be on the tail, and Game for Life 09 has retired from the session, so he's out of the race. He's the first retirement in the Renault. No need for the safety car by the looks of it. Here's Switchback 37, and now he's under pressure from Denmark 166, who is down the inside there through Club, but Switchback 37 is able to keep his nose in front. So Ben McEwen leads by 1.9 seconds over over Radicon in second place. It's Ray E46, Switchback 37, Denmark 166. Gamer James 06 is up into 6th position. As Bishop's Finger's got a time penalty now for multiple warnings. The Heretic 3 continuing to make good progress. Gomez Indo down the inside of Karim Zadel 07, and that's 11th place for the Mercedes driver. So here's Switchback 37 on the tail of the Red Bull once again. Riding on board with him now. Again, good drive on the exit of Luffield through Woodcote. He's got so much more speed. I wonder if he's got more ERS usage than E46, and he just whizzed past him so easily through Cops. It's a good move there. I wonder if Ray E46 is beginning to lose grip on his soft tyres. You can see Denmark 166 on the tail of the Red Bull now. He's surely going to get past him on the mediums. Round the outside into Stowe, and that's 4th place for the Renault driver. Gamer James 06, the next driver, on Ray E46's heels. And the fastest lap for the race now, that's Switchback 37 on 1:28.8. That's going to help him close in on Radicon. Two of the championship contenders going head to head now on track. See an incident on the exit of Sector 3 there, but that's gone away very quickly. Switchback 37 in the Alfa Romeo. Not be able to get through there in Brooklands. Switchback 37 right behind the Mercedes of Radicon for second place, and someone's gone for a spin at Brooklands. One of the Alpha Tauris has gone for a spin. It's White Stripes, but back with the battle for second place. Here's Radicon. He's about to lose second place to Switchback 37, and that's a job well done there for the Alfa Romeo driver, who moves up into second place. And Denmark 166 has now got a time penalty for exceeding the track limits, and Gamer James 06 has got past him and Ray E46 to move up into 4th place. So the top 4 in the championship are all in the top 4 places on the road. As you can see, Radicon's been given a 3-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits, so he's got work to do to make up 3 seconds on those who he's battling with. So Ben McEwen's lead is 3.7 seconds over Switchback 37, who's now in second place. Radicon, who's got DRS, behind the Alfa Romeo driver. Can he get ahead of him into Brooklands? The answer is no. Switchback 37 locks up. Holds the line well. And I think he's going to get good speed off the exit of Luffield and through Brooklands. Through Woodcote, I should say. The Alfa Romeo driver maintaining second place, and now he's got a 3-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits. So that's good news for Ben McEwen, who's leading. Can switchback 37 fend off the Mercedes of Radicon. No position change there, but Radicon I think has got good drive off Stowe corner. But he's not going to be able to get past through Club. So switchback 37 keeps hold of second place. Radicon right behind him. Now does Radicon go for it into Village. Switchback 37 locks up again. Radicon's right behind him. Surely he's going to have DRS and a good chance to overtake him on the Wellington straight. Down the inside goes the Mercedes driver, but switchback 37 had the better line through Brooklands, hence why he has kept his nose in front of the American. There's Gamer James 06 V2 in 4th position, closing in on as well. And Stoke Bloke right behind the other Alfa Romeo of Monkey Mafia 99. The battle for 7th place. There's Gamer James 06. He'll have DRS on the Hangar Straight, as does Radicon. Gamer James 06 is going to be alongside the Mercedes driver coming into Stowe corner, and with him on the medium tyres at this stage of the race he has the upper hand. So that's 3rd position now for Gamer James 06. He's having a good race so far after a poor qualifying. Stowe Bloke continuing to close in on Monkey Mafia. Here's switchback 37, who's not going to have DRS. Gamer James is going to have DRS on the Wellington straight, but how close will he at the end of this back straight? Still no change of position there. Here's Monkey Mafia and Stoke Bloke. DRS is open. He's too far behind the Alfa Romeo driver and keeps hold of. And Quasinada 67 has gone for a spin at the loop. So he's lost crucial ground there, and that's his race further compounded. After a great qualifying, he's not having a good start to the British Grand Prix. So on lap 8 out of 26, but McEwen leading from, as he has done from pole position, switchback 37. Less than 4 seconds behind him, with Gamer James 06 who started 8th on the grid. Continuing to make inroads. And the Heretic 3 is given a time penalty for multiple warnings now, exceeding track limits. Surely he's going to be passing switchback 37 soon. He's Gamer James 06. B Natty Natter's got past Quasinada 67 and up into 14th place. So Gamer James 06 in 3rd position, coming through Brooklands. Still too far behind the Alfa Romeo driver, and someone's gone for a spin on the exit of Stowe. That will be White Stripes 93, who has retired from the session now. And we've got, I don't think we've got any form of virtual safety car or safety car or anything like that. I don't think he's actually retired, you know, White Stripes. I think the player himself has left the session. Gamer James 06 continuing to attack switchback 37 for 2nd place. He's got a great chance to get ahead here now. He's going to have to go the long way round the outside. The two make contact, I believe, but I think Gamer James 06 is going to have the outside, and he makes contact, and Gamer James has gone into the barrier there as the McLaren driver, and that's his race completely compounded. He's ghosted out there so that Ray 46 doesn't T-bow into the side of him. He's lost a lot of time there as Gamer James 06. Coming together there between him and Switchback 37. I wonder what the stewards will make of that, because they were side by side. Gamer James 06 was ahead into Stowe Corner, and I'm not sure if Switchback 37 left him enough room on the outside. But either way, Gamer James 06 is down into 6th position. Here's Stoke Bloke in 8th behind Monkey Mafia. Someone's gone for a spin now as well. I think that might be the McLaren of Karim. Is that Gamer James? Someone's gone for a spin there in the background. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but it's been cleared up anyway. B Natty Natter, another 3 seconds added for exceeding track limits. And McEwen's lost time somewhere, because he was 4 seconds clear of Switchback 37, but he seems to have lost 1.5 seconds on this lap. And Switchback 37 and Radicon are both in the pits, so they decided to make the switch to the mediums now. The first of the leaders to pit. So up into second place goes Denmark 166. Ray E46 goes up into third, and Gamer James 06 is coming into the pits. Now that's early for someone like him to make a pit stop. I wonder if he's going to have front wing damage actually. Yeah, he has, so hence why he's coming into the pits now for the change of the soft compound. So Stoke Bloke right behind Monkey Mafia, but he's not got DRS on the Wellington straight. He remains behind him. The closest back on track at the moment is between the Haas drivers of B Natty Natter and Tilwick 14 for 14th position. You can see there's Gamer James 06 coming out of the pits there, who will be on much fresher tyres, and Tilwick 14's made contact with the McLaren. Goes for a spin but rejoins the track. B Natty Natter doesn't fight the McLaren too much, as he knows he's on much older tyres than the McLaren is. So I wonder how far Ben McEwen will go on these mediums. The pit window is open for those on the medium compound tyres, but Ben McEwen, with the lead that he's got at the moment, can he maintain the lead? You can see there Ray E46 coming into the pits for a change of tyres, as is the Mercedes of Gomez Indu and the Bishop's Finger 1. Again, James 06 has picked up another 3 seconds of time penalties now. So Switchback 37 goes back ahead of Ray E46. He's not got too much traffic in front of him. It'll be interesting to see if Switchback 37 can complete the undercut on Ben McEwen. And Gamer James 06 move back up into 11th place. He's behind Ray E46. I think Gamer James will be hoping for a safety car so that he can go on to another set of the soft compound. So Ben McEwen continues on. Then 166 in second place on the road. He's got a 3-second time penalty to his name. Then it's Monkey Mafia in third position, who has no time penalty to his name. He's under pressure though from Stoke Bloke behind. He's yet to make a pit stop. The Heretic 3, who's having a good race so far. He's got 3 seconds time penalty from the Red Bull, but he's coming into the pits now to make the change to the mediums. Switchback 37 setting a new fastest lap. You can see Monkey Mafia 99 getting overtaken there by the Ferrari of Stokebloke. And that's a change of position. You can see the two going nose to tail now. Now Monkey Mafia is not using his DRS actually. I'm a bit surprised he didn't use his DRS on the Wellington Straight there. Game James 06 has got past the Heretic 3, who's just leaving the pits now. Heretic 3 who joined in the last minute. He's hoping for a good haul of points today. So Stokebloke out of ERS. Monkey Mafia 99 has got some ERS left, and he's got DRS, so this should be an easy manoeuvre for him actually. DRS open. Stokebloke's not going to fight this one too much, I don't think. It doesn't need to actually, because Monkey Mafia was too far back to have a go down the inside anyway. And that 14 out of 26 into the second half of this race now. The Williams driver Ben McEwen on his own. We've not had a virtual safety car or a safety car yet in this race. These drivers seem to be behaving rather well. Even though they may be getting time penalties everywhere they go. Not been too many collisions, which is good to see. And this is the closest battle on track at the moment. Monkey Mafia 99 and Stokebloke, with Switchback 37 closing in on them. He won't want to get held up too much, as Denmark 166 has picked up another 3 seconds of time penalty, which will go to his race time. He's yet to make a pit stop, remember. I wonder if he'll pit this lap. And he is coming up to some traffic at the moment, to some back markers. Ben McEwen's in the pits now for the change to the soft compound. Now where will he rejoin in comparison to Switchback 37? You can see there, Monkey Mafia 99 has got past Stokebloke and up into third place. On the road anyway. Switchback 37 is coming round Club Corner. And I think he's going to take the lead here, his Switchback. Onto the Hamilton Straight now. Ben McEwen's leaving the pits. I think Switchback 37 has done it. He has, so Switchback 37 has completed the undercut. But not only is he going to be on older tyres, he's going to be on a harder compound of tyres in comparison to Ben McEwen, who's on the softer rubber. And on fresher rubber as well, so he's going to be on the tail of the Alfa Romeo driver very shortly. Here's Stokebloke back for more with the Alfa Romeo of Monkey Mafia. So he's back up into second place now. Here's Stokebloke. It's a great ding-dong battle between those two. Denmark 166 temporarily leads the race. Now I think he's going to be coming in for a pit stop at the end of this lap. So he could stay out for another lap, who knows. Meanwhile, here's Monkey Mafia 99. He's going to have DRS on the Ferrari of Stokebloke. Onto the hanger straight. Here he goes. Does he do it around the outside there? Not quite. Denmark 166 has continued on for another lap. Meanwhile, here's Monkey Mafia, who does not hold his teammate up and comes in for a change of tyres. So Switchback 37, who is now under pressure from Ben McEwen. He's got a bit of clear track in front of him now, but he'll need to get by Stokebloke as soon as he can, really. He won't do it at the Wellington Straight. His best chance is probably going to be on the Hanger Straight. Meanwhile, Monkey Mafia making the change of tyres, and he'll be on his way. Switchback 37 doesn't have DRS on the Wellington Straight behind Stokebloke. You can see Ben McEwen looming in behind him now from this aerial view. Switchback 37 Needs to get by Stoke Bloke on the hanger straight. So, coming out of Cops, 3 Maggots Beckett's. So he needs to get by him now. Does switchback. He does the switchback on Stoke Bloke on the hanger straight with DRS, and it's a clean manoeuvre there from the Alfa Romeo driver. So he's giving himself that buffer he needs over Ben McEwen. As the Ferrari driver Stoke Bloke comes into the pits, he's in the battle with Monkey Mafia. But Ben McEwen is going to be on the tail of Switchback 37. Denmark 166 has continued to stay out. He's probably going to be waiting in case there's a safety car. But here's Switchback 37. Is under pressure as Ben McEwen does have DRS. There's not going to be a change of position though. Ray 46 has got by Stoke Bloke, who's still in the pits actually. He's leaving the pits now. But Monkey Mafia is going to be ahead of the Ferrari driver. So that's Monkey Mafia up into 7th place. So Ben McEwen in the battle for effectively the lead, as Denmark 166 is still yet to make his mandatory pit stop. And Radicon's got another 3 seconds worth of time penalty. That'll go to his race time. So Ben McEwen with DRS trying to get into the slipstream of Switchback, but he's not close enough to have a go through Stowe. He'll have to wait a bit. As Denmark 166 finally comes into the pits for a change of softs. So he'll probably drop behind Stoke Bloke, but he'll be on fresher tyres in comparison to a lot of the field. So he could play a role in this race. So his Switchback 37 under huge pressure now from Ben McEwen as they go onto the Wellington straight. And it's going to be the Williams driver, I think, is going to be taking the lead here. Round the outside into Brooklands. Does Ben McEwen complete the move? He does, and Ben McEwen takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. Switchback 37 could not have an answer. He did not have an answer to that. And Ben McEwen, should he make no mistake, he could be on course for the race victory, as Switchback 37 does have a 3-second time penalty to his name, which will play very much into Ben McEwen's hands even more. And Denmark 166 rejoined the circuit in 4th place actually, and with a 6-second time penalty. He's got the same time penalty as Radicon, so he's very much in the battle for the final podium spot. Switchback 37 is coming back for more there with McEwen through Stowe Corner and through Vale. And do you know what? I think he could get him on the Wellington straight. Switchback. The only problem is Ben McEwen could have DRS because of the back markers ahead of him. But we'll wait and see. 8 laps to go. Ben McEwen in the lead. Switchback 37 in 2nd place. It's Radicon 3rd, Denmark 166 in 4th, Gamer James 06 in 5th position. The Swiss Finger 1 has got past the Red Bull of the Heretic 3 for the final points paying position. Switchback 37 did have DRS on the Wellington straight, but wasn't quite close enough to have a go down the inside of Ben McEwen. You can see there the back marker's getting out of the way there. B Natty Nutter losing the place there to White Stripes. And I think White Stripes needs to get out of the way. I think the human player for that particular car has already left the session, hence why the AlphaTauri may not be getting out of the way sooner than Ben McEwen would like. But the advantage that Ben McEwen will have is DRS on the hanger straight. So he goes past the AlphaTauri. Meanwhile, further back, Denmark 166 continuing to close in on Radicon. He's going to be on the tail of the Mercedes driver very shortly. Monkey Mafia in the battle for 7th with Stoke Bloke. Can he get by him on the hanger straight? He's got a great chance to do it, I think. Here we go, look, as Denmark 166 sets a new fastest lap. 1 minute 27 dead. That's going to help him close in on Radicon. You can see Monkey Mafia continuing to make inroads on the Ferrari of Stoke Bloke. As Gummersendu picks up another 3 seconds. I'll go towards his race time, and there's been an incident down at turn 1. I think that's the racing point of Quasinado, who's gone for a spin. He's had a nightmare of a race, considering where he qualified. And you can see switchback 37. Van McEwen won't have DRS on this occasion. Switchback 37 will do, as they come on to the hanger straight once again. The flap on the rear wing opens, but switchback 37 is going to be too far back, so no change there. Denmark 166 continuing to close in on Radicon. He's on the soft compound, Radicon is on the mediums. Radicon made a mistake by going wide coming into Stowe. Here's Monkey Mafia 99. Right on the tail of Stoke Bloke. Anyway, we're going to go back to the battle for the lead here as switchback 37 continuing to lock up. He's not going to have good cornering speed, or good exit speed, I should say, coming out of the loop. The rear wing opens though. He's going to be too far back again. And you can see there's a change of position for third as Denmark 166 goes around the outside of Radicon through the loop and up into third place on the road. This is a good move there from Denmark 166. Can he close in on switchback in the final 6 laps of the event? So back to the battle for the lead. Switchback 37, right behind Ben McEwen. Remember, switchback 37's got 3 seconds time penalty, so even if he did get by McEwen, he would need to make up a 3-second gap on the Williams driver in order to win this one. It's not going to be easy. As you can see, if there's any other battles going on. There's Vicious Finger continuing to maintain the final points position over the Heretic 3. So Ben McEwen still ahead of the Alfa Romeo driver of Switchback, and I think Ben McEwen's going to have DRS actually because of the back marker of Disimpi. Well, he might not actually, but the Alfa Romeo of Switchback will do. You can see there was an incident there at the Sector 1, but it seems to have cleared very, very quickly. But McEwen still maintains the lead over Switchback 37. Beanatinata picks up another 3 seconds worth of time penalty. He's had another disappointing race, as the American. So McEwen in command of the race. He's got no one in front of him in terms of traffic, so I wouldn't say he's got a free run to the checker flag because he doesn't. Switchback 37 is going to be right on the tail of McEwen as they come into Stowe Corner. Stays in second place, does the Alfa Romeo. Denmark 166 in third place. Again, James 06 in fifth position. He'll be disappointed with the mistake he made when he was back in pole position with Switchback. Stoke remaining in front of Monkey Mafia. Ben McEwen locks up again into Village. Switchback 37 is going to be right on the gearbox. He just needs to get good exit speed coming out of the loop. too far back to have a go once again. His switchback. There's a change of position for 10th place. The Heretic 3 has got by Bishop's Finger. Now, the Heretic has got 3 second time penalty. Bishop's Finger has got 14 seconds worth of time penalty. So, as it stands, the Heretic 3 would finish his first race in 10th place. A point from the back of the grid is not a bad day's work. Meanwhile, his switchback 37 with DRS on the tail of the Williams driver. He's probably still too far back to have a go through Stowe. Therefore, he remains behind the Williams driver, as he's got another 3 seconds time penalty now for for exceeding the track limits. Bishop's Finger 1 made a mistake through sector 1, so he's fallen further behind the Heretic 3. So as it stands, with all the time penalties, the positions wouldn't change in the top 10. So Ben McEwen with 3 laps to go, continuing to lead. Switchback 37 is in second place with a 6-second time penalty. So Ben McEwen can take it very, very easily. As an incident on the start-finish straight, it looks like Quasinada has gone for another spin. And he gets going again. So he's had a really shocker. He's had a real shocker of an event as a Racing Point driver. And he's retired from the session now, so that's the second driver out of the race. Ben McEwen continuing to go on his way. Switchback 37 with DRS. Won't get close enough to the Williams driver. And there's Denmark 166 maintaining third place. He's got to be careful not to get another time penalty, because if he does, then Radicon would move back up into third place in the final reckoning. 2 laps left now. Switchback 37 right on the gearbox of the Williams driver. Should make a move down the inside into Village. They do make contact. And it's McEwen who stays in front. Switchback 37 is going to have DRS though. McEwen goes defensive. The Alfa Romeo driver remains behind the Williams driver on this occasion. I wouldn't say it's been that eventful of an event. After the chaos that we had in Austria and in Canada, it seemed quite a straightforward race here at Silverstone. Haven't been too many incidents. So Ben McEwen won't care, and he's on his way to a home Grand Prix victory. So Switchback 37 will want to at least finish ahead of him on the road. Down the inside into Stowe Corner, the two make contact. They make contact again, and Ben McEwen makes contact with the Alfa Romeo driver. He spins. Now that's something that the stewards are going to need to deal with. Ben McEwen goes for a spin. He drops behind Switchback 37, and Denmark 166 is going to be behind him. But Ben McEwen has rejoined in second place. But that was a needless and careless manoeuvre there from Switchback 37, who will surely be under investigation by the stewards. Ben McEwen rejoins in second place, and with Switchback's time penalty, Ben McEwen would not get the race win now. So Switchback 37 is into the lead on the last lap, but I think the stewards are going to have a say on this, because Ben McEwen did have his nose in front into Stowe. Switchback 37 was alongside, and the two made contact, and Ben McEwen was the losing party of it. Switchback 37 is in the lead now on his last lap. But will he keep that win? That remains to be seen by the stewards. So onto the hanger straight for the last time. Not much has happened in this one. The switchback 37, bar the incident with Ben McEwen on the penultimate lap, has kept his car clean throughout. So through Vale, through Club, onto the Hamilton straight for the last time. Switchback 37, for the time being at least, wins the British Grand Prix. Back-to-back victories for him. Ben McEwen is going to come home in second place ahead of Denmark 166. And then it's Radicon in fourth place ahead of Gamer James 06 and Ray E46. Stokeblow is next behind in 7th place, but he's going to drop behind Monkey Mafia with his time penalty. So it's Monkey Mafia who will finish 7th ahead of Stokeblow, Gummers Indu and Heretic 3, making up the top 10. It's a good victory there for Switchback 37, although the stewards, I can imagine, will have a say on that incident between him and Ben McEwen on the penultimate lap at Stowe Corner. But we'll wait and see afterwards. In terms of who got the fastest lap, that went to Denmark 166. That's another point for him there. So victory for Switchback 37 ahead of Ben McEwen and Denmark 166. Now in terms of how that bet has changed the championship, Switchback 37 closes in on Gamer James 06. The gap at the moment is down to just 1 point between those two. Radicon with his 4th place closes in, and he's now just 3 points off the top. Ben McEwen 2nd place moves in closer to Gamer James 06. It's tightened up the championship massively. So we'll have to wait and see what the stewards say about the incident between Switchback 37 and Ben McEwen. But in the meantime, it's Switchback 37 who becomes the first repeat winner of the American F1 Series. I was just going to say, with Ben McEwen's 2nd place, 18 points to his name, he closes in on the likes of Gamer James and Radicon. I think he's only something like 8 points off the top. We'll find out very, very shortly. We'll have a look on the classification anyway. Race positions may change. The race result may change, subject to the steward's discretion. So Switchback 37 wins ahead of Ben McEwen in 2nd place, although Switchback 37 is under investigation for the incident with McEwen. Denmark 166 is 3rd, Radicon 4th ahead of Game James 06. Ray E46 was 6th ahead of Monkey Mafia. Stokeblow in 8th place ahead of Guns Indu and the Heretic 3, who finishes his first race in the championship in 10th position and getting the final championship point. Bishop's Finger 1 was 11th, followed by Shifty Gifty 15 ahead of Disimpi, White Stripes, Karim Zedel, Tilwick, Binatinata, Quasinada 67 and Game for Life 09 were the non-finishers. So that's all for today. The championship has tightened up once more, and can't wait to do it all over again next weekend at Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm Tom Cairns, and we'll speak to you again soon when the American F1 Series returns.